It's Madden NFL 24, and this one features Jordan Addison. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Titans and the Bengals, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Tennessee Titans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan ball club entering play. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here come the Bengals now to take over. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Purdy going to the air right away. They stiff-arms him. That one taken in by T. Higgins. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 64 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. You talk about this Titan defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. They run it again with Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Shotgun now with Purdy. Down the right sideline. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Purdy will look to throw again here. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback.
James Cook, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and 2nd overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. but they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Titans at 2-1 now to start the campaign. And they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler.
Still 3rd down.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Stroud off the play fake. Here's a diving catch right side. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing here, Purdy. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice. Everyone in the NFL is looking for mismatches, and T. Higgins' size and speed at receiver, that allows him to have those type of mismatches against most defenders. 6'4", ability to flat-out fly. They can use him everywhere, including in the slot. He's a dangerous playmaker and a big-time producer in the red zone.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Zay Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early in the elements. You're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Stroud's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pick.
And on 3rd down, they like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Stroud on 3rd down now. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And they'll start out with... at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Purdy. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to it. I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football. Here's Zamir White returning to the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half of action. That complete to Downs.
Holding offense.
That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll change things up. Stroud will throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. And the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Zay Jones, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
I mean, at this point, CD, what is not going their way in this first half? After that pick 6, they now have a 4-possession lead here.
And that allows them to say to themselves, how about we get everybody involved, okay? Because this one is a runaway, and it's looking like it's going to be even more of a runaway. Everybody gets a chance to play and get a little bit of love. The more guys that get to watching the highlight reels from this one, the better.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue. There, he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Stroud will look to throw once more. This is caught by Addison. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud to throw it. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here goes Stroud again. And it's
up right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
A wet track like this, I don't know if it helps anybody, but it probably helps the offensive player running the ball more than the defense.
And while they're doing that, there's also the matter of focus.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Zamir White, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. And that run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
On first down, Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here's Purdy.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
Here's Zamir White returning to the field.
He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more.
Throw right side taken in here to start this drive.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Now a give up the middle. This is White.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete to McBride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, a run from White.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And they're going to speed things up here.
Here's Stroud.
Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've touchdown.
Jordan Addison from 6 yards away. And the Titans get a bit closer. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. T. Higgins out on offense with the rest of his teammates for this next drive. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Purdy looking to throw. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Now Purdy. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 61 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Now he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return. And here's Zamir White returning to the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 38. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They need 2. Here's third down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. And now they're in the hurry-up. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
On first down, here's Stroud. This is White on the screen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the...
They intercept Stroud again, the 3rd time in this game. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Purdy bootlegging it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and taken right on the midfield stripe. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Stroud's and the throw here caught by Addison. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They run straight ahead here with White. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now in Nashville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Stroud working out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Bengals are going to have it here just... Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll try the wide side with Cook. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bengals are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans now just about ready to take over.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never.
He's got White here. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
The throwing again is Stroud.
And this is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Looking for Addison again, and he's got him again.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And Stroud now to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride.
That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. So here are the Titans now as they'll again go for 2. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Tucker to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. 1 play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Throwing now is Stroud.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
That is caught.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that when he's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up in. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation.